Good morning. Welcome to Monday Messages. So, how was your week? Did you have a good week? What'd you do? What did you do during this COVID lockdown that we are in? Actually, it's not even a lockdown anymore. We're free to go. But I know a lot of us are, at least I can speak for myself and a few of my friends that I know. Even though we're free to go, I ain't going anywhere, especially without a mask. And if I go in somewhere without a mask, I'm staying 6 feet from other people. Um, I'm taking serious this thing. It's because I've seen the pictures, I've seen the body bags of people. And it's just a whole new normal, right? Like the 4th of July. What did, what did we do the 4th of July? We ended up going furniture shopping. Decided wanted to try and spend a little of the stimulus money. So we went to Furniture Land, quite different from Disneyland, but we went to Furniture Land. And it was fun. We went around looking around, and of course, the new normal. We had our mask on, and it was very empty, and everybody else had their mask on, and everybody's kind of looking around at each other, and people start coming your way, and you start making a game plan. It's like, okay, there's people heading my way, but what am I going to do to avoid them? So I like skirt to the side or look at a price tag somewhere. Lots of hand sanitizer, whatever, just to be able to go out and do what I need to do. And then you would see like you'd see this person walking around without a mask, and it would blow your mind like, oh, they don't have a mask. And my husband, of course, he feels the need to. I thought it was a mandatory thing for people to wear a mask. I'm glad he said something because it is. Oh, look at my hair. We're having a hair day today. Um, yeah. So, anyways, the more we're getting out, the more I'm seeing people being responsible and taking this serious and doing what they need to do to make sure that we get through this thing in one piece. It's ultimately it's everybody's personal responsibility how they want to handle this. I went to Harris Teeter the other day, and I got my shopping cart, and I was gonna go take it back, and this guy goes, "You want me to take your shopping cart for you?" And I said, "Oh, it's not desanitized." He goes, "I don't care about that stuff," and he grabbed my cart and went off. And that's the point. People don't care. They just don't care. I might have shared that with you last week, but it just stuck with me. It's like, how can you not care of everything that's going on? I mean, we got a call this week about school. School's going to be a whole new normal this year. So what they're talking about doing where we're at, my son's going to be in 8th grade. They're talking about either going completely to school. Everybody goes to school, they get their temperature checked, they social distance, and they do what they can. Now he's got a very big school. I don't know how that'll work out. The other thing they're talking about doing is they go 1 week and then 2 weeks off and then back another week. So that's the kind of cycle that they're thinking, where they would do 1 week in school, 2 weeks off school. And then the other one is just, total online learning platform, which they offer to anybody who doesn't feel comfortable with either of the other two. However, I think I would feel okay with the second one. I don't think I want him to go back 100%, but I think I feel okay with the second one, because I would like him to get some socialization and get that in-person learning experience, especially 8th grade. Although middle school, I was about ready to pull him out and do online homeschooling last time because of the personalities that tend to arise in middle school. But it's all part of the growing up process. It really is. Letting those you love suffer sometimes so they can learn how to cope with life. Because I don't do him any favors by saving him from bad things. He has to learn how to save himself from bad things. It's like the chicken breaking out of the egg story, which I love. And I always have to remind myself when I get in these situations, there is a little chick in an egg, and the person's watching a little beak poke through, and it's like, oh, this is exciting. But then they see the chicken struggling, can't quite make it out. And he's like, oh no, I better save this chick so he can get out. So they start peeling the egg so that the chick can get out. So the chick gets out and drops dead. And nothing feel good story. But here's the moral of the story. Why did the chick die? Well, because it's part of God's great plan for this chick to poke that beak through and struggle to get the blood and everything going to get out of that egg. That's what starts the body up. By pulling the shell away, you rob the chick from that experience, and they don't know how to live, and they can't live, and they die. So my little chick, we got to let them break out of the egg sometimes, which is so hard to do, especially as a mom, especially as an overprotected mom, especially as a self-proclaimed helicopter mom. And on top of that, a recovering alcoholic mom, because we do like to control everything, especially that which we fear most of losing. We don't want anything to happen to it. So I have to always remind myself, yeah, God's got this, 100%. God has got this. And, all I can do, I'm powerless over other people, places, and situations. And if I try to control them, I'm in trouble. Same thing like with this coronavirus thing. I'm powerless over people out there wearing their masks, not wearing the masks, not social distancing, whatever they're going to do. But I do have power over me, and I do have power over my actions and what I choose to do. So, right now, I'm choosing to hunker down because things aren't looking pretty out there right now. And leadership at the top doesn't seem to be getting it. Some are, some aren't. And it's so incoherent that it's turned our place into a dangerous place to be right now. So right now, I'm hunkered down at the house. I'm doing my Monday message. I'm getting to see how you're doing. How are you getting through this time? One thing that's helped me through this whole coronavirus thing is really so that the days don't run into each other, because it very easily could have happened that way. I sat down, I get a schedule, I write out my day, and I have a purpose for each day. Purpose for each day. During the week, my job is to work on my speaking career. That's where I'm at right now. So that's what I'm doing. And by the end of the day, when I go to bed, I feel good. I've done something. On the weekend, I do my binge watching of Netflix, because that's my weekend. So that's when I'm going to binge watch Outlander. I'm watching Outlander right now. My friend Jen told me, when I would ask for suggestions on Facebook, I got 10 million responses, and my friend Jen, she goes, Outlander, you're welcome. And I see why. I'm like, oh my God, it's saucy, spicy, a little risque. Sometimes I have to frequently, I watch it early in the morning before Liam gets up, because some scenes are not quite so kid friendly. When it says mature audiences, it means mature audiences. Some of it I have to kind of go take a break. I kind of close my eyes like, oh my God, what's going on? But it's a good show. It's a good show. So are you watching any Netflix? What's your big one that you're watching? I think I'm going to do the Magnolias one after this one. That one got good reviews from my friends. So I just, we're doing the best we can during these times. And, get yourself on a schedule. Do something. What have you been wanting to do forever? And I said, if I only had the time. Well, guess what? You have the time now. Do it. Get out there. Do it. Get out there and do that special hobby. Write that book. I'm writing a book too. I've always wanted to write a book. Write a book. Read a book. It's another good one. Just take this pause button that God's given us right now and really work on yourself and take care of you and do what you need to do to have a happy life today. So with that, I'm going to leave you. I'll talk to you next week. I hope you have a wonderful week, and we will hopefully have some air conditioning next week. That's a whole other Monday message. Anyway, have a wonderful week. We'll talk to you later. Bye.